Hi, this is Matt with Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff. Today we're going to be doing a quick video on what to do before you upgrade to Windows 10, how to prepare for an upgrade to Windows 10. In case you haven't already seen our previous video on whether or not you should upgrade to Windows 10, I would suggest watching that video beforehand. The first thing you'll want to do is, once you've made the decision to upgrade to Windows 10, is to back up all your important pictures, files, documents, anything that you have important that you need to back up, just in case things don't go well and you have to reinstall clean. Another reason to back up is, I would suggest that you do a clean install anyways. It typically works better than doing an in-place upgrade. If you want to do an in-place upgrade, you can always go ahead and try to do the in-place upgrade. I've just found in my past experience that it typically works better if you do a clean install rather than an in-place upgrade. So to start off with, the first thing you'll want to do is to back up your files. There are several ways you can do this. You can use the built-in Windows backup and recovery software. It can be found in the control panel, or if you're running Windows 7, you can just press the start button, and in the search bar on the bottom start typing in backup, and it'll show up. You can back up pretty much anywhere that you want to back up. You can back up to an external hard drive, to a flash drive, to another computer in the same connected to the same network, or to even a server on your network. The backup software is pretty easy to use. You just go into backup and restore here, and you would click set up backup destination. If you have a flash drive or an external hard drive hooked up, or you have more than one hard drive in your computer, it'll show up right away under this list. For example, I'm gonna just plug in my flash drive real quick just to show you what it would look like. I'm currently using a CF31, but the version of the computer you're using doesn't really matter. The version of your operating system does. If you want to attempt an in-place upgrade, you have to be using Windows 7 or newer. Okay, so now my flash drive is installed. As you can see, it shows up as local disk D, where I could save a backup on if I wanted to. Or you can click save on a network and manually go to a network location. For example, if I wanted to do a backup onto our server, you would just put in the location you wanted to go to, and you put in your username and password if it's a network location. Or you can click browse and manually go to the location. Okay, so backup and recovery crashed on my end. Let me reopen it and I'll try to show you again. You would click browse, As you can see, we have several computers on our network that we can save to. I'm gonna choose our server. Come on. And that would do it. Make sure if you're saving it to a network location, make sure you're typing your location incorrect. I was mistyping my location, which is why it didn't work. Come on. Okay, once you have your location typed in correctly, you can go ahead and you can save to that location. That's just how you would choose a network location. I'm just going to do to my flash drive. You can use the default, let Windows choose, or if you want to make sure you get specific things or you don't need everything, you just need certain files, you can go in and manually decide which files you want to back up. So say you want to back up your desktop files, you would just navigate to your user folder and to your desktop, and then you would after you have all the files you want to back up selected, you would click next and then save settings and run backup. I don't have anything on here to back up, so I'm just going to cancel. That option allows you to back up your files, pictures, documents, and stuff like that. It does not allow you to back up programs. Like, you can't just use the backup and restore to restore programs that you had installed. You can restore the program files, but you can't restore the programs themselves. If you want to make sure you can have all your programs and everything installed in case you mess up or there's a problem with the upgrade, one software you can use, there's plenty of softwares out there. One of the easiest and more efficient softwares to use to make a full image of your hard drive, a full entire backup of your hard drive, including all of the programs, is Acronis. The version of Acronis you would need would be one of the ones that you could use would be Acronis True Image, and you can purchase it directly from their website, or you can go to Amazon and you can get it from Amazon. There's several locations you can get it from. It's pretty easy software to use, and I believe you can even download a free trial of it if you want to try it to see if you like it. It allows you to back up your software to external hard drive, back up as an image your entire computer setup onto an external hard drive, or if you have the settings correct, you can back up to a network location as well. It also allows you to make bootable media, so that if you say your hard drive gets corrupted, you can use the bootable media after installing a new hard drive to re-image the new hard drive with your old image, so that you have all your software available. Now, when you go to do upgrade to Windows 10, I would almost suggest that you, one, do a clean install, and two, it may be better if you're really concerned about losing your programs or data, or maybe you're concerned you won't like Windows 10. Maybe it would be better to install a new hard drive and install on the new hard drive a clean install, because a new hard drive for a typical hard drive usually isn't that expensive anymore. You can get a decent sized regular hard drive for pretty cheap. Now, if you were looking at a solid state drive or a hybrid drive, the prices are a little bit higher, but still, it gives you the guarantee that if something goes wrong and you don't like Windows 10 or it's just not working right on your machine, you can just pop your old hard drive back in and keep on going with your old operating system. So that is a suggestion that I would give you, is to, if you can, do a clean install on a new hard drive just to avoid any issues, or at the very least make sure to make an image of your hard drive, of your entire hard drive beforehand if you can. Now, once you've decided to do the upgrade and you've gone through and you made sure you had your backups and everything, there's several places you can go. If there is a way to get Windows 10 as a free upgrade, but you're supposed to only do this if you're using the assistive technologies. Microsoft basically didn't have certain features in Windows 10 ready before they dropped the free upgrade. So for the people that are using the assistive technologies that weren't available at the time, that wanted to upgrade, you can still upgrade at the moment for free if you're going to be using the assistive technologies. From there, you can find this page easily just by doing a Google search. Just go to Google and type in Windows 10, and you can find it pretty quickly. Windows 10 upgrade. It's the first link there. Or if you have to purchase Windows 10, you can get it directly on Microsoft's website. Yet again, you can find the exact place to locate where to purchase the Windows 10 licensing. You can just do a quick Google search. You can also get it on Amazon. You can get it several places. If you just type in Windows 10 and then you scroll down to where it says Get Windows 10, it's a Microsoft website. It'll direct you to here, and if you scroll down a little bit where it says Buy Windows 10, click Buy Now. It'll take you to a page where you can purchase the operating system. Now, there's several ways you can do the upgrade once you've purchased the software. You can, if you're going to do an in-place upgrade, you can use the Microsoft software to do the upgrade, which you can get right on Microsoft's website. You can just look up Windows 10 upgrade and get the software. The one link that I'm using right now, just for an example, is the one where you can still get it for free. You can click Upgrade Now. It'll ask you if you want to save it or run it. I've already saved it, just so I can show you. And you can just, for the most part, you can follow the instructions on the screen for the upgrade. It'll check if your CPU, your memory, your disk, if everything is already eligible, then you can go ahead and it'll download the upgrade in the background and it'll install automatically for you once you get there. Another way you can do it is if you have the install, you can look up Windows 10 and the old upgrade tool. I believe you can get on this link. It says Windows 10 ISO. You click here and you can download the tool, the Windows 10 tool now. The media creation tool allows you to make installation disks or boot flash drives, bootable media flash drives, or you can even use it to do an upgrade, a manual upgrade on a machine. Now, if you can do it either way you want to do it. I prefer to do it using this method, but it really doesn't matter which method you do it. When you go to do the upgrade, if it comes up with any kind of incompatibility before the upgrade, it'll usually tell you beforehand if you have some kind of software that's incompatible. Now, some of the Panasonic Toughbooks have an incompatible software that's built in with the Panasonic load, then it makes it to where you can't do an in-place upgrade. There's a program that I believe is called, I can actually look in here and show you, it's the Intel Dynamic Platform software. Even if you uninstall the software, the Windows 10 upgrade tool will continue to tell you that it's installed and you have to uninstall it to continue with the upgrade. So basically the only way you can do it is to do an upgrade where you only keep your files, or just a completely clean upgrade installation where it wipes your operating system clean, your hard drive completely clean, and installs Windows 10 as a clean install. Which in my experience it comes with better outcome than doing an in-place upgrade where you keep all your programs and files anyways. When you do an in-place upgrade, especially with the more software you have installed, the more problems you can have after you do the Windows 10 upgrade. When you're doing the upgrade, it's pretty simple. You can just keep following the instructions on the screen, and just agree to look over the licensing agreements, agree to the agreements, click next and finish. The instructions are pretty clear on screen. It does take some time to do the upgrade, so I'm not going to continue with the entire upgrade here. We would be sitting here for a while waiting for this to occur. But the install process, unless you come across any difficulties, isn't too difficult, but you need to make sure that you do your backups beforehand and that you're prepared to reinstall if something goes wrong. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, just let us know. You can contact us at our toll-free number of 877-202-7788. Or you can send me an email at our tech support email, which is tech_support@bobjohnson.com.